Terima kasih kepada pengacara majlis. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam Malaysia Madani, and a very good morning to all of you. Mr. Robert Gas, UNICEF representative to Malaysia. Dr. Kiran Modi, founder of BICON. Dr. Richard Chappell, Director General of South ASEAN Initiative to End Violence Against Children. And Ms. Mikiko Otani, President of Child Rights Connect. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development, or KPWKM, it's my honor to welcome all of you to Kuala Lumpur and to this important gathering, the 6th Biennial International Conference on Alternative Care for Children in Asia. Selamat datang ke Kuala Lumpur. We are truly pleased to host you here in Malaysia. Allow me to express our sincere appreciation to the BICON steering committees and organizing partners, especially UNICEF, for inviting KPWKM to stand alongside this important movement. We are honored to join all of you in advancing a cause of such profound significance, ensuring that every child in Asia grows with dignity, safety, and belonging. For KPWKM, these collaborations reinforces our commitment to strengthening child welfare system in Malaysia and contributing meaningfully to regional progress. BICON has grown far beyond the walls of a conference. Since its beginning in 2014, it has become a movement, a collective voice rising from Kathmandu to Manila, Colombo to Jakarta, calling us to rethink that how we care for children who cannot remain with their families. What makes BICON truly unique is that it's driven not just by policymakers or practitioners, but by the very peoples whose lives are most affected, care experienced young people. There are not a guest in this movement, there are its leaders. As we gather here in Asia's diverse heart, we recognize that in all our countries are undergoing different stages of care reform. Some are just beginning to shift away from institutional care, others have developed strong systems of foster and kinship care. But despite our differences, we share our common truth. Children do not belong in institutions, they belong in families and communities. This is a principle deeply rooted in our cultures, our faiths, and our moral duty. Today, our region faces new pressures: economic uncertainty, climate disasters, migration, conflict of these forces can pull families apart and place children at risk. But these challenges also reveal something hopeful, that extraordinary resilience of families when they are supported, and the perseverance of communities when they are empowered. Care reform is not only about children protection systems, it is about social protection, community investment, and building societies where every child is seen and valued. For Malaysia, hosting BICON is a moment of reflection and responsibility. KPWKM has long prioritized the protections and well-being of children through our national child policy and child protection system. Today, we continue to advance the agenda with a stronger focus on family strengthening, foster care support, early childhood intervention, and community-based social services to prevent unnecessary separation. We are also working to enhance interagency coordinations and explore reform that better support kinship care, guardianship, and transition support for young living care. We know that true reform cannot be done by one ministry alone. It must be embraced across health, education, justice, civil society, and communities themselves. I am especially moved by the young people in this room. Many of you carry lived an experience of growing up without parental care. You carry memories, some heavy, some hopeful, and yet you stand here not in complaint but in purpose. Your presence reminds us that reform must be shaped not only by data and policy, but by humanity and voice. We owe it to you not only hear your stories, but to translate them into action. National action, regional cooperations, and global advocacy. Over the next 2 days, BICON will not produce slogans, it will shape commitments. Commitments to support families before separations ever happens. Commitments to ensure that when children must be placed in alternative care, it is temporary, safe, and rooted in community. Commitment to ensure that young people aging out of care and not abandoned at the edge of adulthood. These are not promises for tomorrow, they are imperative for today. Asia is a home to the world's largest child populations. If we can reform care here, we can change the future for millions worldwide. But no government can do this alone. It requires the partnership of NGOs, the guidance of researchers, the innovations of practitioners, and above all, the leadership of young people with lived experience. Let the conference be remembered not only for what we discuss, but for what we dared to imagine. A region where no child grows up without identity, where disability is met with inclusion, where poverty never forces separation, where every child, regardless of circumstance, grows not only to survive, but to thrive. To all our partners, especially UNICEF Malaysia and our organizing committee, we offer our deepest thanks. Your dedications has brought us together and together. I believe we can bring about lasting change. With great hope and determination, I look forward to the important conversation and collaborations that will take place over these 2 days. May this conference strengthen our shared commitment to building a future where every child in Asia can grow with dignity, connections, and care. Thank you, terima kasih, and once again, selamat datang to Malaysia and of course Kuala Lumpur. Thank you.
Thank you, Yang Berusaha.